What is up, everybody? We are right back. We are now here with AEW superstar, member of the Dark Order, and he truly has the best hair in the Dark Order. Alex Reynolds, how
That's
you
for
doing today,
sure.
sir?
Doing great, doing great. I mean, there's really no competition for best hair in the Dark Order. The majority of them are bald, so makes my life a little bit easier.
Awesome. How is life and how was your weekend and the day?
It was good. It was good. Took it easy today. Went to the gym. Not so bad. It was nice being home.
Awesome. We will hop right into this. We have a few people here. We'll say hi to Sarah first. Sarah, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Alex?
What's up, Sarah? How are you?
Good. So after watching Being the Elite today, I'm kind of curious. Are you actually a big history buff?
Yes, I am. When I was in college, I guess my plan B in life was to be a history teacher.
Cool. The other question I kind of had, I'm sure you kind of expected this tonight, with all the injuries happening, with Matt Hardy, Cody early with the chair shot, and what happened to you last Wednesday. A lot of fans are having safety concerns for the wrestlers. Are those safety concerns valid in any way?
No, I think our team does a fantastic job. I think they took care of me right away when we all realized that I was hurt. They got me out of there nice and safe. So it's a contact sport. Injuries are going to happen. And I think they've shown that, they can handle those situations. So yeah, I don't think those safety concerns are validated. As somebody who's kind of just lived through it, I put my trust fully in our staff.
Great. Well, that's definitely glad to hear. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks.
Next, we will say hi to Hector. Hector, what's up, brother?
How are you, Mr. Reynolds? And I'm
Good.
glad
What's
you're
up,
with us
Hector? How are
tonight.
you? Sorry, my cat was in the way.
Sorry. I'm a big fan of AEW's tag team division.
Sweet.
And I was actually kind of hoping for eventually down the road 6-man tag team titles.
Yes.
If they did have 6-man tag team titles, which two of the Dark Order would you choose to be your partner to go for the titles?
Um, myself, John, and Ten have been doing some 6-man tags, and those have been real good. I think the dream team though is me, John Silver, and Mr. Brody Lee. I think that's the dream team right there.
I look forward to hopefully one day you get to live out your dream.
Yeah, me
Thanks
too.
for
I
taking
think that would
time.
be a lot of fun.
Take care. Thanks for taking time.
Thanks,
Later,
Hector.
Hector.
So, Alex, I'm going to pop off. We're going to play a little intro. I'm going to pop off, and then our little buddy Steven's going to come on and ask you a couple questions.
Sweet.
All right, here we
Thank you so much for doing this for me. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
What's up, Steven? How are you?
Okay, I'm good, and how are you?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
Okay, my first question is, besides your finisher, who would you think from the past or the present has the best finisher?
Oof. I'm gonna have to go Stone Cold Steve Austin with the Stone Cold Stunner. Always gets me. Still
Rattlesnake.
does. Yeah, come on.
You have fought in heavy machinery. So, what does it feel to fight someone bigger? Is it tougher on your body?
Yes. Sorry, my cat keeps coming in on this interview. She sees how much fun I'm having and wants to join in. Watch out, kid. Heavy machinery was, they're scary to wrestle. They're two big boys. So no matter what, those guys landing on you and hitting on you, it's going to hurt a little bit more. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more.
Last question. What was your reason for joining the Dark Order, and how do you think it will help your career?
So my reason to join the Dark Order is I was on a really big losing streak in AEW. Myself and John Silver lost a lot of matches, and they told us if we joined that we would stop losing and start winning. And that kind of became true. And now I'm here in AEW full time. That was a huge change in my life.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
Hold on. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What action figures do you have behind you? I see Bret Hart, King of the Ring.
Uh-huh. I have Weasel suits. I have like, out of all of them, you can't see some, but out of all my wrestlers in my room, I think I bought 1,000.
Jeez, which is your favorite?
I think it would be this one in the box,
Oh man, Slim Jim Macho Man. That's a good one.
and the one that's out of the box. I think it would be. I can't find it, but it's a blue pants Shawn Michaels, the one that came through a ladder.
Oh yeah, I have that one.
I've been asking for the whole 2 years of my collecting. I have like almost 1,000 wrestlers, but I've been only collecting for 2 years.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Oh, and by the way, I have heavy machinery.
Oh boy, those are bringing up bad memories. Well, I hope you get an Alex.
I had brain surgery
when it comes out. Did you?
twice.
Oh, well,
Same spot.
well, I'm glad to see you're doing all right.
Thank you so much for doing this once again.
No problem, Stephen. It was my pleasure.
Thanks, Steven. Have a good one, buddy. So I was gonna ask a different question, but I'll ask you a new one. What is your favorite figure there, Mr. Reynolds?
Oh man, in his collection?
In your collection, if you have a collection, or just in general.
Oh, I do. I just got the Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels. Probably the best Shawn Michaels they've ever made. So that's just fresh in my mind. Still waiting to find AEW figures in Walmarts. Apparently, that's just not a possibility right now.
Especially in Canada. They have not touched the shelves here yet.
Really, not at all.
I think maybe one store out west had them, and that was it for the most part.
Oh wow!
So
I mean, there's really no difference. We have them in the States, and there's literally no difference. We might as well not have them.
Awesome. We got a few more. We'll say hi to Tanya out in the UK. What's up, Tanya?
Oh, hello, can you hear me? Oh.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
I want to know if you ever come back to TNA.
I've never been to TNA, but
Oh.
right now I'm with AEW, and I'm pretty darn happy here.
Oh, do you reckon you'll ever tag up with Matt Hardy?
You know, I guess never say never. That would be pretty cool. I'm a big Matt Hardy fan.
Because I think he should join the Inner Circle.
Yeah, I think he'd join the Dark Order too.
Yeah, because there's 3 different... But, Chris Jericho won't let him. He keeps trying to get him to join.
Yeah, well, Jericho, you know, he's very picky on who he lets in.
Have you actually fighted him yet, Chris Jericho?
No, I haven't wrestled Chris Jericho. I would love to, though.
Oh.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thank you,
We will we'll say hi to Spencer. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing?
Good. What's up, Spencer? How are you?
I'm good. Hey, thanks for doing this, man. We really appreciate it. Tongue-tied there.
No, I'm glad. I'm pumped.
Okay. So my question is, you guys were the Beaver Boys before joining AEW, and like when you had your little stint in WWE and had like a few squash matches. what would you say probably is the main difference between like your time in WWE and now with AEW and the Dark Order?
I mean, our stuff with WWE was really just kind of when they were in the area and if they decided to pick us.
Right.
When we started with AEW, though, the differences backstage were just huge and like right off the bat. It was a very like laid back. Sorry, my cat keeps trying to get in
That's all good, man.
on the stream. It was very laid back. It was a bunch of our friends, and it just had that really cool grassroots feel to it. Like everybody's just working their ass off to build this company and bring a new vision of what wrestling was and should be going forward. So all that like energy backstage was very contagious. So
Right.
It kind of, I remember my wife asking me, she's like, well, what if both companies offered you a contract? I was like, I'd choose AEW in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Even though, everyone who's grown up watching WWE,
Right.
being a part of something new and something so special is, you can't replace that feeling.
No, absolutely not. I definitely think you guys made the right decision sticking with AEW. Like the stuff I was talking with John before this, like the stuff you guys done with BT and just Dark Order has just been some of the best stuff I think around today. So,
and we probably would have never been able to get a chance to do anything like that.
No, not at all.
That was just kind of like, hey, I mean, you look at Kenny, the Young Bucks, Cody, AEW in general, like all of this has kind of come from BT.
Right.
So we were just like, hey, let's use this. All of our bosses made their kind of careers off of this show and just kind of not waiting for anybody to tell them what to do.
Right.
Just going out and doing it. And we decided it. And thankfully, everybody thought we were funny.
Yeah.
Because that was the scariest part.
Yeah, because comedy is subjective, so there's always a chance it can fall flat on its face.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
we were thankfully the stupid things that we think are really funny, everybody think is really funny too. So.
Oh yeah, like today's episode with the Halloween party, great stuff.
Oh my god, like it was. Yeah, it's kind of wild that this is what we get to do, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm just glad people are watching and are enjoying it.
Oh yeah, like myself, I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people are. Like we're all on the Dark Order train. We want you guys to all have the titles and basically run AEW. You guys are probably the best.
It's
honestly,
honestly, this time last year, everybody hated us, and
yeah, big turnaround.
Yeah.
Sure. But hey, thanks for doing this, man. Really appreciate it. And I know you're a big action figure collector fan. You can't find the AEW figures yet. I hope you do, but like when you guys eventually get yours, like we need a whole Dark Order set. So talk with Jeremy, get that hooked up.
Oh, trust me, the second I meet Jeremy, I'm gonna pitch a Dark Order box set. That'd be pretty sweet.
Just go ahead and take my money right now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spencer.
All right, thanks,
Spencer. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We'll say hi to, he has his name as the AEW man, but his real name is John. So what's up, John?
What's up? Big fan of yours.
What's up, John? How are you?
I'm also looking for the action figures of AEW. You and Miss Dr. Britt Baker. Can't find Dr. Britt Baker anywhere.
These figures are tough to find.
I know. Who inspired you to become a wrestler?
Whew. I'd have to say Shawn Michaels.
Ah.
Yeah, that was
And
probably my biggest inspiration.
And can I also follow you on Twitter? If that's okay with you?
100%.
Because I believe in AEW.
I really appreciate that. I believe in
Anytime.
AEW too.
Thank you for coming. And thank you, Jacob, for having him.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Perry.
you very much, John.
You have a good
You're
night.
welcome. You too.
Mr. Reynolds, I asked Mr. Silver this as well. You guys, both of you, have obviously spent a lot of time on the independent circuit and traveling the world before coming to AEW. But who, and obviously you guys learned a lot of experience there, but who in the AEW roster have you yourself learned the most from?
Right off the bat, Jerry Lynn.
Hmm.
He's one of our coaches backstage, and we had done indies together probably since I think the first time I met him was 2006 or 7. And I've done seminars with him, and he's been coach for our matches, and I've seen him coach other matches, and just the way his mind works and how he wants to certain things done and how he explains it blows my mind every time. I think the majority of people in the AEW locker room will say Jerry Lynn not only is the best coach, but also the nicest guy in the world.
Awesome. We got a few more for you. We'll say hi to Zach. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Jacob? Thanks for having Alex, and thanks for having me.
What's up, Zach? How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I wanted to ask you. You trained under Mikey Whipwreck. Just how did you find him, and what did he bring out of you that really enticed you into the wrestling world?
So, man, I had searched probably every wrestling school I could find. And it was around the time I was going to college, so I kind of applied to colleges that were near wrestling schools that I would like to go to. I ended up staying just on Long Island and found the New York Wrestling Connection, and Mikey Whipwreck just happened to be the trainer. And I had read enough articles and interviews and books about people saying, hey, if you want to get trained to be a wrestler, get trained by somebody with a reputation, get trained by somebody who's been successful and made it. So Mikey kind of checked all those boxes. And the biggest thing that he kind of brought out of all of his trainers or trainees is respect for wrestling and also footwork. This little basic footwork that nobody can really see, but it makes such a huge difference. And he just hammered that into our heads. I'm really glad, John and I were the last ones kind of fully trained by Mikey, and I'm really glad that we were able to have that experience with him, because we wouldn't be where we are today without Mikey.
That's awesome. I'm glad that some of him is in you guys too, and glad to be officially joined into the Dark Order, and hopefully at a StarCast or whenever things settle down, I'll get to meet you in person.
Oh man, I really hope so.
Thanks so much, Alex. Thanks so much, Jacob.
Thanks for joining us, Zach. Have a good night.
You too.
We have 3 more for you, Mr. Reynolds. We're going to say hi first to Shar. What's up, Shar?
Hi, how are you, Alex?
Hi, Shar. How are you?
I'm alright. Thank you for asking. I got 2 quick questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, bring them on.
Okay, so number 1, do you know one of my friends named Parker? She makes parody videos on Twitter of the Dark Order.
Oh, did you send me the message about her birthday?
Yeah, her.
Yes, I am so sorry that I did not get back to you.
Okay, that's awesome. And also one more question. What's your favorite most part of being in the elite of the Dark Order?
I think my favorite part of being in the Dark Order is getting to hang out with Mr. Brody.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's the
That's
best.
really great to hear.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it so much.
Shar, thank you. And tell your friend Parker I said happy belated birthday.
All right, I will.
Thanks, Shar.
Bye.
Have a good night. We're going to say hi to Yadi. What's up, Yadi?
No.
What's up, Yadi? How are you?
How you doing, Alex? I'm glad you're okay, number one. I was like,
Thank you.
holy shit. Like, I almost got PTSD flashbacks. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, thankfully I'm feeling good.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm also gender fluid. My other name happens to be Alex too. So it's just funny.
Awesome.
Every time I hear Alex, I think of my inner male comes out every time. And you having the long hair kind of like,
I like it.
Being a history buff, because I love history too. My favorite type of history is World War II history, specifically.
Oh, I love World
I don't know
War
why. I have a whole library on one side of my like bookcase is all like World War II stuff.
That's awesome.
Being a history buff, my question is, what's your favorite historic wrestling moment in wrestling history? What's your history?
Oh boy.
I know there's a lot.
Yeah. Man, maybe I guess recent history that kind of just stands out. My first thought was Rock Hogan at WrestleMania 18.
Right.
But I think between that and Andre Hogan at WrestleMania 3, I feel like wrestling wouldn't be kind of where it is now without those
Hogan's the staple of wrestling history. It's just you think wrestling, you think Hogan, and then now it's like every decade
as it is, like you have to go there because he brought wrestling to such a mainstream level.
Yeah, like Hogan's like, let's say 80s, 90s, Steve Austin, every decade has a different pivotal moment depending on the
and it's
decade.
all you ask everybody, they may have different moments based on when they grew up and but yeah, I think those are the two biggest.
I think mine was just Steve Austin sticking the finger at Vince McMahon. That was my pivotal moment. I used to do it to my teacher behind her back when I was in school. I was like in first, second grade, you're getting a red card. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to do that.
In elementary school, me and my friends got in trouble for wearing Austin 316 shirts because they thought we were making fun of religion. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And we're like, it means I just whipped your ass. And
it just means there's a can somewhere filled with something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's just a can. That's all you need to know.
It. Don't worry.
Can of milk. Just give them the. Okay. Well, I appreciate you for talking, and I appreciate Jacob and the Pro Wrestling Junkies as a whole. Follow him on Twitter, guys.
Yes,
shout out to Pro Wrestling Junkies.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for being awesome.
Of course, I'll try.
Mr. Reynolds, before we hop into our last one, obviously you've touched up on it a few times tonight, but on Wednesday night during that scary moment, how much was your bell rung, and are you cleared to wrestle? Obviously, you said you're feeling good now, so that's obviously a great sign. But
yeah, so we have this week off, so I'm just kind of resting up. And then when we go back down, I have to go talk with the doctor and see. But he has, he thinks I should be good to go.
Awesome.
It was definitely a scary moment, but I feel pretty good and looking forward to being back in action.
That's all you can ask for, healthy and living, I guess, right? So
yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll hop into our last one of the night. We will say hi to Dennis. What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going, guys? First off,
a sweet shirt.
Yes, I wore it just for you and John today.
Perfect.
Also, too, I'm going to take a sip of my Kool-Aid before I ask my
question. I love it.
So first off, again, I'm glad you're okay because that was really scary last week. So two questions. I'm going to ask you one question that I asked John earlier, and then I've got another question for you. And the question I asked John earlier is, what has being in the Dark Order meant to you?
Man, it's kind of meant everything to me. We debuted in AEW just as kind of random, nameless, faceless people, just thrown in random matches here and there. Mm-hmm. But after kind of joining the Dark Order and getting to be with Mr. Brody and getting to do being the elite, we kind of really made our mark in AEW. So that means the world to me that we can do it with all of our friends.
Awesome. And then my second question is if you and John Silver could wrestle any tag team past or present, who would it be and why?
I think the audio went out.
Can you hear me now?
No. Can you hear me, Mr. Reynolds? Oh, I can't hear anybody.
Jake, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Mr. Reynolds can hear anybody.
Well, give him a sec. Oh. Hello? He's
His audio went out. All right.
that's
well,
you know what? That's cool. I can always ask him on Twitter or something. So
we will. I guess we'll just finish it there because I can hear you,
I can't
Dennis.
hear.
Oh, now
I
can
just
hear Mr.
heard
Reynolds.
him.
Oh,
So.
he still can't hear us. We'll hit it off. All right. Thanks, Dennis.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, everybody, and we're sorry for the ending there. Have a great night.